Hello again. Now, today I'd like to try something a little different. And gonna have one of my first discussion type videos and what do you know it? It's on the Pokemon subject again. And so, it's been putting me along, they've been doing well on my black and white cartridges for DS. This one that took me quite a bit longer to get managed to clear the Elite 4 and be older. Okay, now here's my DS. Yes, and here I just got my event Darkrai. I mean I'd do let's plays, I do run-throughs of it, maybe videos of it, but I don't have any capture software or equipment, so that probably won't happen. And so, oh, and regarding the show, I'm really enjoying Best Wishes. As Diamond and Pearl ended and Best Wishes began, and I started a new method of watching it. First, I would watch the raw version, then I would watch the subtitle version that came out about a week later. Then I would watch the dub version that came out several months later. Strange that after so many years of disavowing the post-JoJo seasons of the anime, I came to enjoy it as a whole lot more. Anyway, quick rundown of what I think of the seasons that Indigo, yes, I cleared like that. Johto, I mean, I really like that. I don't hate it the way other people do. Hoenn, I found to be okay, and that's also reflects my opinion of the games that I found Hoenn to be okay in the game as well. Now, Sinnoh, I really like that. I like the Diamond and Pearl games to sort of like the Galaxy and the Team Galactic storyline. Really work to the advantage. And obviously I'm really enjoying Best Wishes, Black and White, Rival Destinies, that sort of thing. And definitely really interesting to see what sort of other concepts they can throw with this fresh start approach that they're really trying to make it like the old Kanto series, because of how it does that. Also, I don't really understand the thing with Pokemon spin-off games, is that, granted, I like some of the old ones like Stadium and Puzzle League, but I never really played Hidden Ranger Mystery Dungeon games. Generally, I only have enough money to buy main version games, at least one main version game, or another one at a time, and so I kind of have to, because I like to diversify, you see, one of my other DS games here that has sort of like that. I like to buy at least one or two of the new versions of the Pokemon games when they come out in the main series, but other than that, I like to diversify. I mean, now that I've beaten Black and White, I'm still gonna play a bit more of it, but before the new games I'm gonna talk about come out, gonna move on to New Super Mario Bros. The World Ends With You. So as you've been told, this Core magazine leaked new information about Pokemon Black and White 2, which are of course the first direct sequels to any Pokemon main version Pokemon game ever. But in an area you can face classic gym leaders, which includes Brock, Misty, Blue, Giovanni, Ted Surge. It's how to ignore that. Steven and Ant. And the anime is going to in Japan. Best Wishes is going to switch over to adapting Black and White 2 in June, before the games come out. I'm going to bring Dawn back. I don't know what else they're going to get into that in this video. And one thing, because the spin-offs that I'm looking forward to is Pokemon Conquest, which is going to be the American version of Pokemon plus Nobunaga's Ambition. A lot of people consider that wouldn't get adapted because of its source material, but surprise, surprise, it's coming, and I'm really excited for it. So, gonna start. So, I'm kind of been rambling here. So, gonna start this discussion and talk about things about this, and you're gonna reply back and see what else I might like. What you like? Okay, so the first subject I'm gonna tackle is Pokemon Black and White 2. Ever since they announced that earlier this year, there's been a lot of buzz about it. More information keeps coming in about it since they're gonna part of most of if it's gonna be this issue is gonna be frozen over, but there's gonna be new forms of Kyurem, and also the Volt form and Blaze form. You see crazy catches the crazy hair Volt and Blaze. He's also the new rival. Well, who to me looks kind of like a cross between Vegeta and Isaiah from Durarara. Sorry, I'm not pronouncing that right. And Bianca has gotten, as new information has come out so far, Bianca has gotten, a lot of people have gotten over at the very N in his bag. For some reason he's lost his hat, but he's also just in life by no longer being able to get this manipulation. He's all free to do what he likes. Also, apparently Sharon's gotten corrective eye surgery, but Bianca has now apparently become visually impaired. And so I'd like to see what development they get. Now there's going to be a water gym leader added. And sorry if I'm not using the names. I haven't really had the time to learn them just yet, since I'm trying to keep it on. Especially I'm trying to really talk about it length ever since they were announced. It's gonna be this. The musicals are gonna be gone. They're gonna be releasing this thing called Pokemon, which is sort of a Pokemon movie making competition, which is something that they're doing with Luke in the animes. That's kind of like to play to him as kind of like a younger Lucas. Also, been hearing there are gonna be mega fights in here, so it's kind of like Pokemon Tokusatsu, so the Super Sentai, Kamen Rider, Power Rangers sort of thing. And sorry, my throat does that sometimes. Just don't call it tape. I don't believe in ticks. Thanks, but yeah. So now we have and I really like the fact there's going to be these mega fights, and also could it be like the Team Rocket Megas as when they were still kind of these campy Wile E. Coyote types. Yes. So so I'm going to be talking about what I'd like to feel in the game. Clearly, I'm very happy with the decision to bring back the classic gym leaders. I get the fact they're going to introduce those new gym leaders for this game. They're going to bring back like the sort of wintry type thing they did in Platinum, most of the region, and he's in the back. And I definitely think I'd like to see either I mean, I haven't really taken advantage of some of the newer business things like the global trade system. I haven't really done the Dream World at all, but I think I don't know. I'm also familiar with the concept of EV training, so but I have level groundhounds by I'm going to get into the right level to face tough opponents if that counts. And so I'm likely going to be doing the same thing again. And so I don't really pay attention to Rangers, but Rangers and the abilities, those are relatively new concepts to me. But for instance, if I find an ability that works for me on certain Pokemon, then definitely I'll keep using that one. And so that kind of approach up method of play, hey, definitely, I'm actually one of the supporters of the design of hands of the new characters, and clearly, because of this mug, I'm definitely gonna pick the boy, Volt. Well, sort of like how it kind of has the Under Armour, long, like the jacket and shorts, and sneakers. It's actually not different from what people wear here in Oregon for track. Heck, and I think it's definitely going to be interesting with his visor. So I mean, they've really favored hats in these games, but they've definitely got something going on with the visor. So that's definitely a first. Just, just, I'm definitely going to see what I can mean with this Pokewood thing. And it's probably not going to be anything like the movies where they get these extensive things that could be worked here, but definitely like to see what sort of products are going to be produced with that thing. And I am obviously excited for the Pokemon Tokusatsu. I really want to see how the Mecha Bears will play out. I'd like to see if there are any expansions on the Sentai type apes things, or like a kaiju like the Godzilla movies. That's one feature I'm definitely looking forward to. And with these, I got these two games. I reserved them. I'm out on the and I picked them up on the same day. And this was because this was due to the time when I was at OIT. So and it was they launched on a Sunday, so the buses weren't running then. So I actually was determined enough to walk 8 miles to the GameStop up in my town to pick them up. Luckily, I had enough money left for a taxi back to my dorm room at that time. We're getting a new GameStop in the next town over, and hopefully it'll launch on a day where the buses are actually running. So I could pick them up say after class. And so currently going to community college. And do that. They give me a free bus pass for going, and Pokemon Black and White 2 is coming out Japan and next month. There's supposedly following and coming to this country in America and Europe up in September, October. So anyway, that's what I think of the Pokemon Black and White 2. Now I'm going to transition to Pokemon Best Wishes 2. Yeah, that got muted. I'll go turn the record, but now I'm going to talk about Pokemon Best Wishes 2. So, yeah, I'm definitely be liking Best Wishes. Mentioned that currently watch Raw, then Soda Week later, then dubbed, and when it come a few months later. Just saw the one where they introduced Bryson, and I had a feeling, he definitely had some sort of ice martial arts theme going in the games, but but there's the first page in the anime where they're fighting this Pokemon bounty hunter that they turned him into a complete ice ninja, and I really love that. I'm really looking for the gym battle he's going to be in, and so definitely like the way they take advantage of that, the fact that Unova is very based more off of New York, because most of the games before that, anime before that, and the games are basically based off of Japan, and now this took the opportunity to switch it up a bit. So I actually don't have a problem with Ash at all. I mean, to me, my experience, you could do far worse for an anime character. Really? Yeah. I like the fact that they made Team Rocket a lot darker. It sort of reflects the situation that how times have changed. Fact that in Red and Blue, and Yellow, they were able to take control of an entire the town before the player intervened. And the anime kind of made him like the coyote to the game's roadrunner a bit. And so, now yes, also I've been liking the episodes as I've had most of them crop up. Dubbed, they're going to be starting this whole new story arc adapted from going to involve Bianca's. Honka's going to involve Central Juniper, the father, who have Juniper's father. It's gonna, and I really like the way that the anime depicted Skylar, kind of like this bubbly, cheeky girl. All I have. And if they're the same, same Game Break has been doing his Best Wishes reviews, who's for a while now. I follow him a lot. I really advise you to check out his channel. He's got some really great stuff in there, despite hearing that some people may hate him, but I think he deserves a look. And the anime and it brings me to my next point. That's the anime is going to be switching to adapting Black and White 2 this June as Best Wishes 2. Yeah, so we have that, and so it's going to involve. So we've already confirmed that they're going to throw in the other gyms that they're going to be introduced in the new game, and they're going to have Dawn brought back. And by the way, at the other gyms, that somehow Gary's 10 beds from the first season down doesn't seem so far-fetched. Yes, and I'm going to be talking about how some. Yes, now I'm going to go into what I like in it. Definitely, I'd like to see even though it's probably not going to happen, I'd like to see them actually try to adapt plasma in there. There's still the whole thing with, in the grand scheme of things, losing those 2 episodes because of the earthquake, the tsunami, Army probably isn't that bad, since this, I have to keep in mind this is a series that has more than 700 episodes. And by that, at proxy, most kids generally don't get to 700 episodes. So, I'd also like to see more development for Cylon, Alien, and for Iris. And this kind of seems like a stretch, but I'd also like to see them pick up that plot point about Ash trying to find his father. Trying to reveal more about that. That was one of the things that Takeshi Shuda wanted to tackle before the series became a big success and before his retirement and death. And if Dawn's going to be brought back, again, they serve as going as Resident Evil to attract all the older viewers, then I just bring in more classic characters. We've already established there's going to be this area in the games where the classic juniors come back, so why not? Go for a free-for-all, have a big reunion, and have a big 50th anniversary show over all of them. I'm trying not to name drop any specific people since I already talked about them in the games portion, but the possibilities are endless. So consider that. And you could definitely have Team Rocket take on even more missions that actually they liked how they're being handled here. Now this is definitely one of the most taxing videos as I've done. Almost as much as the black and white video. It's a manga collection video, and that's definitely taken some time, and because of this. Yeah, and sorry if I'm pausing so much. I'm just gonna close out one thing here that I like to hear. That one more thing I like to see is I like to see more trip. episodes. I'd like to see some more of his backstory, since it's clear that he started out when he was just such a stereotypical thing, that calling him more or less as a hillbilly, which I understand, which comes off as unintentionally racist, as Trevor appears to be white and from New York, area based in New York, and Ash is clearly Japanese. As the years go by, slowly developed up the almond-colored eyes and the tan and the behavior of such that region, and so I'd like to see him. Hey, what's made him this way? I'd like to see maybe if his parents are gone, he's been on his own for a while. He's just been a street kid at all this time. Yeah. Or just what caused him happen between the time he met Alder or the time he became a trainer, and that why he's so messed up like that. Okay, and now since my voice is getting kind of hoarse, gonna take a quick break here. Then I'm gonna talk about the last subject I want to cover, Pokemon Conquest. Right. So last subject I'm gonna cover is Pokemon Conquest. I'll try and keep this brief because my voice is about to give out. So it's going to be a strategy game which combines Pokemon and in the long run Nobunaga's Ambition games, which known in Japan as Nobunaga's Ambition. Listen, Nobunaga's Ambition does have some fun in this country. It dates back to the 8 to 16-bit era. Recently, it's known as Samurai Warriors, the Japanese cultural history cousin of Dynasty Warriors, and let's just leave it at that. I'm actually kind of excited for this game. It's definitely going to be the first Pokemon Snap I'm actually going to buy on my own, because I got the Rescue Team to give more chances to gift a while ago. I didn't really care for it. That's so definitely going to be interesting in the strategy elements of the game. Really going to be interesting there are Pokemon from all 5 generations there, and also so many options to choose from. I'm also kind of hoping that there's also some kind of anime over promotion for it, like Mystery Dungeon got. I mean, well, this might not happen, but I really like it. Yeah, that's about the last one. So I'm definitely gonna say that I'm looking forward to all these games, all this Pokemon Black and White 2, Pokemon on Best Wishes to Pokemon Conquest. There's either comments and books. I'll see you later.